and welcome to Let's English Country again. An English book to read today is Magic Treehouse Story. And Magic Treehouse Story started at first pages, and the name of the Magic Treehouse Story is Tigers at Twilight. And we can start at first pages, chapter 1, How Far Away, and the end of reading at chapter 2, okay? And now one more time since you're reading about it is Magic Treehouse Dingoes at Dinnertime. And we get into 34 at chapter 1, the last skip. And the end of reading at chapter 2 too, okay? And now are you for these two book and two story and with some lots of characters? Now here we go. And first you can read Magic Treehouse Dingoes at Dinnertime. Chapter 1, the last skip. Annie sat in the porch steps. She stared down and stood a frog creed whoop. "Hey, Jack," she said. "Do you hear it?" Jack sat next to her. He was reading a book. "Hear what?" he said. "Daddy is calling us," said Annie. "You're kidding," said Jack. But he looked down the street and listened too. A faint bark came in from a distance. "Arf, arf," a big smile across Jack's face. "You hear it," Annie said. "Yep," said Jack. "You're right, time to go." He stood up and grabbed the backpack. "Be back soon," Annie shouted the screen door. "Don't be late for dinner." Their dad called. "We won't," said Jack. He and Annie ran down the street and into Frog Creek Woods. So they came into a tallest oak. There was a magic tree house. A little black nose stuck out of the window. "Hi, silly," Annie called. "We're coming." "Arf!" came a happy bird, and Annie grabbed a rope ladder and started climbing. And Jack followed her up in the treehouse. A small duck sat in a circle of afternoon sunshine. His tail wiggled. "Hey, Daddy," said Jack. Jack and Annie hugged Teddy, and the dog licked both of them. "Morgan's note is still here," said Annie. "Yep," said Jack. He knew the notes by heart now. "This little dog is under a spell and needs your help. To free him, you must be given your special things. A gift from a ship lost at sea, a gift from a pair of blue, a gift from a forest far away, a gift from a kangaroo. Be wise, be brave, be careful," Morgan says. Beside the note was gifts from their first 3 trips, a pocket watch from a turnip, and an angel's feather from a pitted skates, and 3 islotes flower of the forest in India. "We must need a gift from a kangaroo," said Annie. "A teddy will be free from his spell. "We must be going to Australia," said Jack. "There where kangaroos live." "Yeah, my dad went to Australia and take some video of kangaroo. There's some lots of kangaroo at Australia." "And cool," said Annie. Teddy wanted and scratched out a book lying on the corner, and Jack picked it up. "What I tell you," he said. The shout of the cover to Annie. The title was Adventure in Australia. "Great," said Annie. She looked at Teddy. "Ready to meet kangaroo." "Arf, arf." Jack opened the book. He found a page with small pictures of different animals and a big picture of a forest. And Jack pointed at a forest. "I wish you could go there," he said. And the wind started to blow, and the treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster, and everything was still, absolutely still. Now the end of reading this Magic Treehouse Story with Dingoes at Dinnertime story. And tomorrow we started at chapter 2, Sleepyhead. And the end of reading at chapter 3, okay? And now, one more time, so we're reading about it as Magic Treehouse a story, Tigers at Twilight. Chapter 1, How Far Away? Jack and Annie walked past rock Creek woods on their way home from a library. I miss Teddy, said Annie. Me too, said Jack. He's a really smart dog, said Annie. Yeah, said Jack. And brave. And wise, said Annie. And funny, said Jack. And here, said Annie. What? Said Jack. Oh, I think Teddy are here. Here, Annie pointed at a rock Creek woods. A small dog, tan-colored fur, was peeking out of the bushes. Arf, arf, he said. He barked. Wow, Teddy, said Jack. A little dog ran up the woods. Let's go, said Annie. And she and Jack raced after Teddy, and the Frog Creek woods gloomed late afternoon sunlight. The dog ran between the trees and finally stopped at a rope ladder. Oh, I thought a teddy is a teddy bear, but it's not a teddy bear, it's a dog. And hung from a tallest elm tree and led up to a magic treehouse. Teddy waited for Jack and Annie to catch up. He panted and wiggled his tail. Hi, you, cried Annie. She picked up the little dog and hugged him. We miss you. Yeah, silly, said Jack. He kissed Teddy and licked his face. It's time to get out our third gift, said Annie. A Teddy sneezed, as if to say, of course. And Annie grabbed a rope ladder and stirred it up, and Jack put the Teddy inside in the backpack and followed. And they climbed into a magic treehouse. There was a note from a Morgan late flame. It was on the floor just where it had been 2 days ago. And Jack let Teddy out of his pack, and Annie picked up the note and read. A little dog is under a spell and need your help. To free him, you must give him a special things. A gift from a ship lost at sea, a gift from a prairie blue, a gift from a forest far away, a gift from a kangaroo. Be wise, be brave, be careful, Morgan says. And Jack touched a first 2 gifts, which they already got in a pocket watch from a turnip and an arrow sweater from Aloka Indians in the Great Plains. Now we have to go and give from a forest away, said Annie. I wonder how far away, said Jack. I know how to find out, said Annie. Where's our book? She said. And she and Jack looked around at a treehouse, and for one of the rigid books that Morgan always left them, Teddy found a book in a corner, and Jack picked it up and read the title, Weapon of India. Oh man, India, he said. It's very far away. Let's get going, said Annie, so we can free Teddy. And Jack pointed at the cover of the book. I wish we could go there, he said, and the wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still, but only for a moment. And now it's so exciting because but only for a moment. And it's the end of reading these stories. And now tomorrow we started at chapter 2, Cat and Co story. And the end of reading this chapter 2 story. And the end of reading a chapter 3, okay? And now did you have fun? Here's English country. Come back with some better books. These book and these stories, okay? But a new story because the chapter is the end, okay? And now, thank you for coming to my YouTube again and have a nice Wednesday. Now, bye for now. Please thumbs up my YouTube. And bye-bye, everybody, and have a nice adventures every day. Bye!